But anyway, let's get into it. It's late, so my brain's gonna be all foggy and I'm gonna be angry about everything. But then we gotta go into the demo combat alpha level, and I gotta just remind myself briefly what the fuck I was doing because I don't remember. I know what I was doing. I discussed this with a friend just this afternoon. Wow, what a fucking layout that is. So we've gotten to a point where we have a grid array. We have a 5x5 area that we can do with. It spawns world tiles and obstacle tiles, and they are a 64 units wide, 64 units high, and the obstacles are a little bit higher than 64 units. They're offset by a half block, which is unnerving, I'm sure, and that's probably going to give people the heebie-jeebies. But this is a fully 3D, fully floating point precision video game. There's no janky. Well, there is a little bit of jankiness. The actual floating point precision means that we actually lose the ability to place objects precisely. And I've noticed this in a number of times. And it's a meme. It's an Unreal Engine meme. And we have a cursor as well, right? So the cursor can... The cursor destroys itself. The cursor undestroys itself. And that's very cool. The cursors don't show... the cursors don't show up on the light-colored tiles. I don't know why. Maybe it shouldn't be additive. Maybe it should just be unlit. What do you think? So we need to make a player character, don't we? Do you have a game mode even? Game content. Core game BPs. GM RPG combat. Yeah, interact. Okay, we do. Player characters. BP test character. Player controller. VJ RPG default. Game content. Let's put it in the combat folder. So we have a player character. We have a deployment line. We have a deployment grid. And we have in the deployment grid, there's a function which means which means that the grid is going to always be aligned to the center of the combat arena, right? Which is key to the success of this mission, and they generate outwards from the front to the back. Combat UMG. I think we gotta tune this obstacle because it really is getting in the way visually. Just for me, I just hate it. That's all. So our Z tile needs to be 1, and then our we just need another one of those basically. So X is red, Y is 0, Z is 0, and then we can move it 16 units into the middle. So it's a little chest high wall that occupies a full space in the zone, right? That's the feeling that we were actually going for. Can we change it in a different color? I mean, I'm sure we could. Right. So I wonder how the how it's gonna work. I get the feeling I put that in backwards. No, that's still fine. It's still fine. Just. The box. The box can be smaller, yes. There's no control right now, so we need to make a player character so we can actually control that. But it's CBP deployment tile. It's player character VJ RPG combat. Okay, so it's the player character. It's the player character which is calling this, which is good because we wouldn't want it to be the level. We wouldn't want it to be the individual hazards either, because that would probably instigate us some problems further down the line when we come to controlling this thing dynamically and having it do things responsively. Very clever. Very smart me of the past. Excuse me, well done. Let me get the player character up here. Jesus Christ. What a spaghetti. What a spaghetti. I was actually I was actually thinking of having the offset as a variable in each one, but it makes sense just to use the box for now, maybe. So yes, the player controller dictates when the cursor is spawned. This is important. This is important. This is very important. Variables, a boolean, yes, can place. And chars to place is an int. Can place default value is false. Chars to place default value is going to be 4. I was thinking about something else as well. So what is this doing? Oh, it's a bit janky to read, and we've got wires fucking everywhere here. And I think we can make this into a macro, perhaps. A pure cold macro. And it's important to have these it's important to have the reroute nodes, because if you don't have the reroute nodes, it will add extra inputs that you don't need, and you have to change those. Input pin is going to be hovered tile. Output pin is going to be relative. No, world. World transform cursor. There you go. Easy peasy. This is going to be new Mac. Can I change the name? New macro. It's Windows. Hello, Windows. New macro. That's Notepad. Can you please fuck out of here? Cursor will transform magic. That best be the right pin. Oh boy. Perfect. And then we can just go in here and tidy up a little bit. We don't even need to call it pure. It just calls itself pure. Brilliant. So that goes in, we get the actor transform, and we cast the CPP deployment tile. Break the transform, make the transforms. The output is that made transform, and that has all its value there. And we make the Z vector. See, it looks beautiful like this. Anyone watching, by the way, it's very say cathartic to arrange blueprints. It feels good to have them looking good though, doesn't it? And if you want to hire me to do Unreal Engine development for your company, this is a feature that I come with. I can make a blueprint look nice. I can also make a blueprint look like hell, but let's focus on the positives here, kid. Everyone can do that. Everybody can make it look like spaghetti. Okay? That's the meme. That's the funny. Spaghetti. I just had spaghetti as well. It's very, very tasty pasta spaghetti. Actual food spaghetti, not. Anyway. Initialize PC placement. What the fuck is that? Target is PC VG RPG combat. I have a player character. Interesting. Graph is not editable. Of course it's not editable. It's a function. Initialize PCP placement. PC combat placement menu. Initialize PC placement is a macro. What? Initialize PC placement? What? I don't... Wait, I'm so confused right now. It is a function. It's a... No, sorry, it's a custom event. And it's right here, look. Initialize PC placement. Create UMG widget, menu widget. Set, add, set. Set input mode game UI, set show mouse cursor. So, huge question. Do I need set input mode game and UI? Worm juice, set. What's up? Been a while. I know I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. Please forgive me for being late. But I had things to do that I didn't know I had to do until they were done to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, the big question is, do I want a control scheme like Besieged? How dare I? Do I want a control system like Besieged or Age of Empires, or like an RTS style thing where you have movement and rotate camera on the keypad, and then the interaction with a displayed full free floating mouse? Do I want a like a Halo Forge style thing where the mouse is always in the center and you have like an FPS view, but your movement maybe is constrained to a plane and you can move up and down on the plane? It's really difficult. People complain about how Unreal doesn't define a lot of basic gameplay input stuff for you, but when you get to it, a lot of it's different in a lot of games, so why would it? But also, Unreal Engine 5's got a cool modular gameplay scripts function, right? That I haven't used or seen being used. A shame, really. Well, that's ground me down. Damn it! And also, do I need to define controls for this control, or can I just have regular controls for the control? Yeah, good. Let's comment this. Placement cursor. My least favorite thing about Unreal Engine 5 is show bubble when zoomed out is always unticked by default, but it always shows the bubble while you zoomed out unless you double click that button. That's a huge bug. That is a huge bug. Game breaking. Literally unplayable. Right. How hard is it going to be to code something where you have multiple different camera movement styles? That seems like something I don't want to do, but maybe something I have to do. I'm just spacing out thinking about how this is even going to work. Oh, you got to space out a whole bunch making a video game. And let me tell you. So I have my avatar right. You think in real life I wear a suit like that 24/7, so by now only knows you by that and your voice. It's true. It's true. It's Wormdev has seen through my clever disguise. It was in fact a double bluff. Maybe even a quadruple bluff. He knew it. UMG placement menu widget. I have not made this menu widget, and I do not care to. It's like the Russian doll. You take one layer off, boom, there's the next. Cursor dude, PC combat placement widget, combat face, place can. I need maybe an object to store a character in, like a character object, like a. This is gonna suck. So I need my old trusty friend Paint here. So ideally, right, this is combat. This is where we are right now, and it's a really small box. Because ideally, from the game world, you have a big overworld here, right? And you have you have a couple of friends in your party. You got maybe like the main character, angry. You got maybe the not main character, maybe not quite so happy, but like not quite as angry. I don't know why I'm putting so much detail into this. And then you've got non-main character who's quite happy. There you go, quite happy. And they got themselves there. And it will load these in as into the combat, and it will have a a new musical express around Ranger, which will get plugged in as well. And then from this, these loaded options that going into the combat will populate things in the combat player character, right? The CPC. They'll be piped through into the cards that you can select, the players that you get. They will, for all intents and purposes, be the same object, because following combat, obviously, you'll get XP, and that will go back into these. It'll plug into them. Look, see, been in Unreal so long, it even looks like a horrible blueprint already. You get XP, and like you might get like items. I think XP and items, anything, blueprint the world. Items, gold, they'll go into the inventory. Right now, we don't have to worry about the inventory. I don't think we have to actually worry about anything that's post-combat, because the combat example is just going to be a standalone level that you can load. But that does not erase the fact that if I code the class, the actor, whatever it's going to be, that stores the hero data, even the word "we" is a stretch. Hey. But if I set this up wrong, it'll be a nightmare to recode, right? I mean, it'll be pseudo logicked. So right now, all this is going to be bypassed by stuff that's already inside the combat, right? And it won't feed back to anything. It's a cul-de-sac. I can then blame Paint. Yeah, Paint has let me down. If this goes wrong, so I wonder how we're gonna do this. So the hero is gonna have a stat block. I guess it'll just be a struct. It'll be a struct. Because we are just loading a stat block, but it has to contain. Is it okay to contain unrelevant information for the overworld, or maybe we can actually use the information in the struct in the overworld? Hold up. Okay. Okay, no, this is promising. This is promising. Hold up. So what we need is so we got a struct hero info. We got a name. We got to get the animation actor, stats, experience, 1 day. Is that right? We have the stat block in the Trello, right? Hold on, let me. It's not gonna be funny now because all these windows are already very bright. Good meme. Did he even do anything? There is a reason you may not have been able to hear anything up until now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Trello? Trello, you good, fam?
Flashbang out.
Oh, fuck. Trello has died. Apparently a horrible death. It's no real mystery. It doesn't have a... Oh. How about you just...
Flashbang
How about
out.
you just load the Trello I have here and log me in? Why isn't it logged in? Well, this is embarrassing. I can just... I'll load it on my phone. Whoop! Easy. I just had Nashenko almost destroy everything. No. But yeah, let's check my investment portfolio. End of day, slight recovery. Finding the new COVID variant was not cool. Thank you. Thank you, new COVID variant, for destroying my investment portfolio entirely. I'm now penniless. Burst damage for overload. Ooh. You know what? Ranges yet. Where's Trello again? It's not Twitter. That's for sure. Here we go, Trello. I got it. Don't worry, buddy, I got it. We got our design doc character notes, design doc stat block. Here we go. We got name, animation actor. Here we go. Hold on. Struct art assets. We need a something to hold on to. No, I know you're thinking that the animation actor could probably be what holds on to that, but you're wrong. You are entirely wrong. We need something to hold on to. Things for the conversation pictures, the combat pictures, and the turn order pictures. Yes, we do. Stats. We've got name, picture, HP, MP, strength, agility, dexterity, toughness, and clarity. I don't like clarity. Clarity is a bad word. We said we were going to look that up. Name, picture, HP, MP. Strength. Why am I doing this in Paint and not just in the thing? agility, dexterity. Wow, really? Did I camel case that automatically? Because I'm an idiot. Toughness. I want clarity, and I need another one. So there's strength and toughness, right? Strength dictates physical attack. Toughness dictates physical defense. You have agility and dexterity, which dictate speed and critical hit, ranged stuff. I don't know. There'll probably be some really complicated math involved with working out actual stuff, but we need a stat for basically magical strength and magical defense. And without wanting this to turn this into yet another meme name generator, I'm gonna have to go and make this into another meme generator. So what's a good stat name generator not star name generator, you idiot. Random stat generator, no. Stat generator for OC, no. Stat names advice wanted. Fuck, I can't look at that because if I use what they said was a good idea, I'm gonna be stealing, and like not swifty stealing where I accidentally came across the same thing, but actually stealing. Stats generator. Stat. Let's just go back to that fantasy name generator. There'll be some cool. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Is it this? Ah, this looks familiar. This looks like one of those mid-2000s free websites. Fantasy and folklore. We look magic usernames, sure. Hokey pokey. Hocus and pocus? That's a potential. That is a potential. I have put a whole bunch of stuff. God damn it. God damn it. Ugh. Fuck's sake. Had to be the one, didn't it? Oh, I'm so angry now. I'm so angry. Am I the only person? Manadoni died. Yeah, I died. Am I the only person who gets like completely like violently angry when things fall over? Right? I can't be the only person in the world. I am not chilled out when things fall over. Something falls over, I want to hit things. Look how correct you spelled my name. Yeah, that's fine. Diablis, Warlocks, Jinxes, Vitality, Tears, Loza, Obia, Glamours, Valent, Orphic, Warfic. They don't have to be really. They don't have to like make sense as words. They just have to sound kind of magic-y. I think normally they use intelligence and wisdom, or in Final Fantasy I think it's intelligence and mind. I don't really like that. Kind of makes it seem like you gotta be brainy to be magic-y. That's not correct. About Abra and Cadabra. What about that? Alchemite. Do I like that word? Alchemite. I like that word. It's wrong, but alchemy is more like a, you know, a chemical thing. A chemical thing. I like how Benders keeps coming up, and you know you cannot use that word. Get the pantsuit out of you. I gotta shuffle a bit closer. Ay. Give. It would not give me my book. Do we need charisma in this game? Oh, actually, I'd forgotten a key concept about this game. We may actually need charisma. I'll just add it to the list. It's fine. Oh. But I like the word charisma. It makes sense and it's lined up with the stat that it represents. You know what I mean? Charisma's an okay stat. Intelligence, not an okay stat. Alchemite coming up again there. Materia, you know for sure you're gonna die from starvation when you have no money if you use that in your video game. Get out. They're gonna take that out. They're gonna Magneti. What about glamour and myth? Yeah, that sounds interesting. Other names. Magic types. That may. No, this is not what I wanted. Lunar Ritual. Oh God. J-pop group names. Hell yeah. feel like they were all real J-pop names. DJ names. Epithets. No. Magic school, magic types, magical arts names. Handbook on hippogriffs. Okay. Risks of ancient areas, secret magical companions. Weird fungi. Compact risks of mythical festivals. Okay. Stop. I clicked on the wrong thing, haven't I? Yeah. None of this is helpful. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with glamour and myth. Screw it. It doesn't make any sense, and it's magic, so it's not meant to. That's my rationale. I'm sticking to it. ST art assets is gonna have a map of conversation pictures, a map of menu pictures, a map of combat pictures. Is this good? Is this correct? And that's how you do it. HB is an int, MP is an int, strength is an int, agility is an int, dexterity is an int, toughness is an int, charisma is an int, glamour is an int, myth is an int. Does it need to be a struct? Could be a map. Map might be easier to deal with, actually, because you look through a map with a key. You look through a map with a key, and if you just grab the key, the key HP is going to have whatever. So you get bloody blah actor dot sd hero info dot map stats key HP, and it'll give you the HP value rather than having to dive into a struct, break the struct, open the struct, close the struct. But huge question, wild question. I've forgotten how to use maps in Unreal Engine. Can I edit? Can I edit a map Oh, investment income received. Hell yeah, I'll check that out. Can I edit a map? Really? What was it? 8p. God damn it. Wait, what? Yeah, I saw. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Did I get investment in income from something I didn't even have? Let's just ignore that. That's too much for me to invest my brain in right now. So we got a struct hero info. Having a struct inside a struct, I don't know about that. Can I have a map of maps? Yeah, it's just because it's addition and it's a very light color already. Maybe we'll change that. It does need to be visible. But at the same time, I don't know if this is going to be... What is this going to be? It's not going to be this, obviously. I'm getting distracted again. Okay. I'll sort Trello out after the stream, don't worry. Let's just make it. Okay. So game content. New folder. Character data. What's wrong with me? Character data. Blueprint. Struct. Blueprints. Structure. st hero up. So hero art. Ooh, hello. I don't really care if you're over the top. So hero art is gonna have a map. You really gonna fuck me like this, huh? I can't make a map in a struct. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's a data type. Yeah, never mind. I'm an idiot. This is gonna be texture. A texture 2D. Material. I think a material reference would be safer. Material object reference map. Maps value type. Maps in variables pin type. I don't know. This needs to be text. Text can't have a map. Text does not have a get type hash function. Map sets require a hash function to insert and find. What? Is that right? Epic song. What was that noise? The fuck is going on here? I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. Whatever. Alias Master, I don't care. Smelly. Will you please? This is... But I want this to be the other way around, don't I? Is that that's correct, right? No. What is map in Unreal Engine? Blueprint map, no. Working with maps. Keys and values, here we go. Yeah, this is what I thought was wrong. So yeah, so I am correct in assuming my assumptions here. The pin is the key, and the value is the value of the key. So this needs to be a material. This needs to be a material. Object reference. This needs to be, I don't know, a string. Oh, you can take a string to a material, but you can't take a text to a material. All right. Conversation portraits. 1, 2. CP neutral. CP angry. CP cry. CP smug. CP blush, and CP death. Yes. Many portraits. MP menu default. MP combat A MP combat wounded. Oops. MP combat dead. New variable is combat portraits. This is working out great. Combat portrait. Combat portrait deployment. Combat portrait stat block. A stat block wounded. Stat block dead. Turn timer. So there we go. That's scary large amount of art. I need another struct as well. Do I need another struct? Oh, we said we just gonna use that in a map, didn't we? Damn. Okay, so hero info is text. This is name. Default value is hero name. New variable is gonna be up, which is gonna be st. Don't make me scroll for a minute. Let me scroll. There it is. st hero art. A new variable is not going to be an st hero art. It's going to be an actor reference. Actor class reference. This is going to be animation actor. That block is going to be a map, not a map, an int, a text, a string, map, Integer, 64-bit integer. I'm sure they won't get wild. HP 100. MP 100. I'll just throw this over here, I guess. Strength 10. There's space and stuff like that. Guess not. Strength, toughness, agility, dexterity, charisma, glamour, and myth. Somehow I've slipped into the Japanese keyboard. Great. Cool. But bah. Brr. Great, we have an SD hero info. What about equipment? Where's equipment going to be passed? Does equipment need to be passed? Yes. Yes, it does. Because animation variation will depend on it. Skill activation variation will depend on it. But that is just weapons. Right? So we can just have... How weapon gonna work? Where weapon get passed? Can you change weapon in game? Can you go in the pack and can you pull out a new weapon? I think we settled this, didn't we? We said no. We said you can't have new weapons in the middle of the game, but there will be weapons and items that you can use from the bag. Right? The flag on the Derringer, you can use those from the bag rather than as an equipped weapon. Although, as a meme joke, you probably can also equip them as a meme joke. RPR hero, how many weapon slots do you get per hero? At the moment, I'm gonna say 1, but probably by the end of the game development, 2, because I'm sure there's gonna be a hero with a shield as well as a sword, and a primary rifle as well as a secondary backup sidearm or something. Don't quote me, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just came here to try and implement a combat system, and evidently it's going extremely well. The SD hero info is looking pretty good though, so the way I see it is any bonuses to stats granted by armor will be granted to the stat, so the stat will read higher when you go into combat. You get me? That's how hitboxes work. Can't select that square there. Even though it'd be a great place to place your dude because you get a defensive buff from the wall, theoretically. You will do one day. Right? Let's change that material. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. VRQ Blue, Magpal Basic, Dev Switch, Demo Skeleton, Castle Walls, Brazier, Cube, Test Glass. Test Glass, oh shit. Where is it? Oh no. It's here, isn't it? Here we go, M cursor, M invalid, and my cursor. We can just do it in the base material, I think. It's just translucent. Unlit. Also, everybody, if you're just new to Unreal Engine, the material node editor's got this really cool function, linear sign, which allows you to do sine +1 divided by 2 without having a sine, a +1, and a divide by 2. And I've done a real hack, and I had a clamp between 0.2 and 1. So when it dims to a certain point, it kind of stops, it shelves itself. So there's a little bit of an offset to the pulsation. But I think that's cool. So now if we play, you can see it's much more visible. It's a little bit more visible. it's mostly more visible. It's a bit more visible, isn't it? I'm sure in like a real environment scenario it'll be great. Don't take my word for it though. Ooh. Okay. All right. So we have a game mode, right? We have the player character. So we got the UMG placement thingy and the placement tile. Right, we're gonna have to create some dummy classes just for the prototyping. Combat BP. New folder. Dummy classes. Actor. Yeah. So this is going to be AA dummy imp. And see, it would be nice if they were all just bound under the class AA animation actor. But I don't know what logic I'm gonna keep in that. So hold on, blueprint class actor. Animation actor. Save. Dummy imp. And why stuff keeps popping out in their own window on a different screen, it's very angry me. Parent class. I don't want to open the parent class, I want to change the parent class. You asshole. It's loaded the whole project. Visual Studio, no. Visual Studio, please. No, not a smug grin. I mean, I understand that my I understand that there's limits to how many faces VC face can have, but I need like a whelp face instead of the smug grin. Like, okay. I don't need that. Thank you. Don't need that. Do not do anything. Class settings. Parent class. How do I reparent? No, go back. Wait, actually. Pin properties add comms. Oh. That's a cheeky little chalk arrow to that, like no one has ever seen that before. Parent class. Animation actor. Why was that so hard to find? It's in class settings, and it's right there in class options. And if I type in parent, it doesn't even show. Unreal. I'm gonna flip my noodle seeing stuff like this. Just close those for now. I don't think we need those right at this exact settings. Right at this exact time. Animation actor. What are we going to add to the animation actor? We're going to add a box collision. Gross collider. And what is it? Box extent 16, 16, 32, 16. 32. No, that's way too big. 8, 8, 16. 16? Yeah, that looks right, right? So it's 16 by 16. No, but it's not 16 by 16, is it? God damn it. It's 32 by 32. On a 16 by 16. Scream in a second. Why did I scale things like this? What kind of a idiot am I? Add static mesh. There we go. This is gonna be. Oh yo yo. This is what's this gonna be? This is gonna be the mesh component. Excellent, Slam. In fact, this can't just be the mesh component because we actually have to. We have to just have a cheeky little peeky at this little. Would it have been easier to have copied this and reparented it? So the mesh. May have been easier to have copied this and then reparented it. We'll never know. What a beautiful mesh that is, though. Isn't that a beautiful mesh? What a beautiful mesh. The beautiful, beautiful mesh. Anyway, so yeah, the character origin rotation is actually pinned to the bottom of the mesh. It's a 0, 0, 0 with no rotation, which is good. Arrow size 0.3. Mesh origin and rotate. Mesh origin rotation. This is going to be active material. There you go. No. Haha. I think it's fine. Maybe. They're in class defaults. Yeah, there it is. So that's something that I hate about this. They're not down here. They're in class defaults, but you can access them. You can change them. Just something to remember, I guess. The mesh component, we can set the static mesh to be demo PCL. Thumbs up on that one. And we can set the active material to be demo PCM demo PCL2 and animation actor construction script, run construction script, get set material. Boop. So when we put one in, we get the material, we set to the mesh material. Easy peasy. My mic has been muted the whole time, hasn't it? Wow. Professionalism at its professional peak. It is a wild shame to have started this late and to only been live for not long, and to have been AFK for half an hour of that as well. But I don't know. We made some progress. I'm cool with that. And do you know what? We'll save a little bit more of the struggle for tomorrow, maybe. Tomorrow we can do the player. The actual player character, the camera controlment movement stuff. I don't know what you want to call that. And we can sort out about maybe the UMG. Maybe we'll do like a cool screenshot. In fact, I'll do the cool screenshot right now, so we have the cool screenshot to. In fact, no, I won't do the cool screenshot now. I'm too lazy. Is his head shining? Oh, look at that! You just catch the sun off his bonds. Or is it the tile behind him? No, it's definitely his head. Just catch it right in the sunlight there, and boom, he glow. He glow like he was no longer undead. There is a hole on the inside of the head. I don't want to know about that. Thank you. Yeah, I've no offense, friends, but I've run out of steam. Let me do the talk out. We'll rate someone cool, and then you know I'll peace out into the night. So thank you everyone for coming to watch the live video. If you came to watch the live video, thanks One Juice for hanging out. Thanks for coming to watch the video on demand. If you came to watch the video on demand, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.